Right, students. So let us continue our discussion on the problems of electric charges and fields. Question number 21, page number 46. An infinite charge produces a field of 9 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per Coulomb at a distance of 2 centimeter. Calculate the linear charge density. In the question, they have asked us to find the linear charge density, which means that the given infinite charge is linear in nature. Okay, it's linear. What are the other possibilities? The given charge can be linear, it can be in a plane, or it can be in a volume, and it can be infinite in any one of these conditions. Here, the condition given is charge is distributed in a line, and due to this linearly distributed charge, say positive, going to infinity on both the sides, we can expect electric field surrounding it. We have actually derived the expression for the electric field at certain distance from an infinitely charged wire, where the electric field due to that. We have already derived that. Okay. Now, this is the given distribution of charge. Now, given data is electric field is given, right? Electric field E is equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per Coulomb, and the distance from the charged wire and to the point where the electric field is given. Okay, this amount of electric field is present at a point which is situated at certain distance from the charged wire. Okay, the distance between the charged wire and the electric field E is also given, which is 2 centimeter, right? Now, so which is R? 2 centimeter 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Then what is asked to find? Linear charge density is asked to find, which is lambda. You should remember what is lambda. Lambda is charge by length, linear charge density, total charge by total length. Now, this is a very simple problem. We just need to take one simple formula to get the solution. The formula for this is E is equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught R. We can also write this formula as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2 lambda by R. We have actually derived this formula when it comes to the applications of Gauss law. One of the applications, the first application itself is finding the electric field due to an infinite charged wire, and this formula we have derived. Okay, it is actually there in the list of formula. You can go through that. Now, simplifying for lambda, since 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is easy now, it's simply 9 into 10 to the power of 9. The rest of the values fall like this: 9 into 10 to the power of 4 is equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 9 into 2. Lambda has to be found. R is this value, which is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Now, many of these cancel. It's easy. So, minus 2 plus 4 becomes plus 2, and this 9 comes here, becomes minus 7. So, this is 10 to the power of minus 7 Coulomb per meter, charge per length, Coulomb per meter. This is the linear charge density of the given infinite charged wire. Okay. You might be wondering, sir, the wire is of infinite length, so it's difficult to find the charge itself, because charge is also infinite. Here this is all theoretical, okay. Like when I say it's going to infinity on both the sides, that doesn't mean that it's actually going to infinity like what you do in math. Instead, it's a wire of very large length. That is what we are considering now, okay. So a very lengthy wire, which means very lengthy wire with lot of charge in it. So lambda is equal to Q by L is what we can substitute for lambda, okay. But for now, no need to worry, they have not asked us to find Q and all, it's simply lambda they have asked us to find, and we have obtained it. Next, question number 22, page number 46 itself. The question is as follows: a charged particle having a charge of -2 into 10 to the power of -6 coulomb is placed close to a non-conducting plate having a surface charge density, it is, okay, they have simply taken as density, having a surface charge density 4 into 10 to the power of -6 coulomb per meter squared. Find the force of attraction between the particle and the plate. Now here we have two charged entities. One is a charged plate, right? We don't know what kind of charge does. Yeah, it's, since the charge density is positive, so charge will also be positive. We have a charged plate and a charged particle of certain charge in it. This is the charged plate and there is a charged particle which is kept close to this charged plate. This charged particle is kept close to the given charged plate, right? Is placed close to, right. Now, what is the charge placed? Q. The charge placed near the plates Q is given, which is -2 into 10 to the power of -6 coulomb. And the surface charge density of the sheet or the plate is also given. We represent surface charge density using sigma. You should remember it, okay. Linear charge density is lambda, surface charge density is sigma, and volume charge density is rho, okay. Now sigma is given, which is 4 into 10 to the power of -6 coulomb per meter squared. Now find the force of attraction between the particle and the plate. So this is a negative charge kept here. There will be force of attraction between these two. What is that force? Now that has to be found. Now before going into finding the force, let us first find the electric field due to this charged plate. Because whenever you have a charged plate, as we have derived it in one of the Gauss laws application, assume this is a charged plate. This charged plate will have electric fields going like this, right? We have actually in both the directions. Now here is where the charge is kept. It's somewhat like this. Now, so the value of electric field at any point close to the given electric plate is given by E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Again, this derivation is what we have done in Gauss laws application itself. So we have the formula E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. I am not going to find the force directly here. Yeah, it is difficult. Instead, what I can do, I can get to know what is the value of electric field due to this charged plate. So I'll find E. Once I have E, the net force experienced by that charge due to the electric field at that point. Okay, if this is the charge and you have certain electric field at this position itself, certain amount of electric field, then the net force experienced by this charge is F is equal to EQ, right? So I am going to make use of that formula, F is equal to EQ. Now let me substitute E here, which becomes F is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught times Q, right? So that's it. That is simplify. Upon simplifying this, you say put all the values properly. Sigma is given, which is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by 2. Epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12 into the charge placed at that point is minus 2. No need to worry about the sign, okay? I warned you. This is just the force, the magnitude of the force. When you want to get the direction of the force, it is very simple. You can analyze it by using the charges itself. The charges here, one is positively charged, the other is negatively charged. Obviously, the direction of force will be like this, right? That can be obtained using the kind of charge and arrangement of charge. Now, what we have here is just the magnitude of force, and the value of Q is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6. After simplifying this, using your calculator, you will obtain F is equal to 0.45 Newton. So this is the solution for the 22nd problem, and this much of force is experienced by this charge kept close to this sheet or plate which is charged. Moving ahead, question number 23, page number 47. A conducting sphere of radius 10 centimeter has an unknown charge. If the electric field 20 centimeter from the center of the sphere is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per Coulomb. Okay, it is actually if the electric field at a point 20 centimeter from the center of the sphere is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per Coulomb, and the points are not the points actually, and the field lines it should be, okay, and the field is field is okay, and the it's actually and points radially inwards. Okay, let me draw, you'll get the idea. What is the net charge on the sphere? So now we have the shape of the charged body given a sphere. Okay, this sphere has some kind of charge deposited. The kind of charge deposited is not given, and even the amount of charge deposited is also not given, right? The kind of charge and the amount of charge deposited is not given. What else is given? The radius of this sphere is given. Okay, the radius of the given sphere is 10 centimeter. Okay, and there is one more factor given, which is the electric field at a point 20 centimeter from the center, right, from the center, be careful, from the center, okay, at a point 20 centimeter from the center. Okay, this is the point where they have given the electric field value due to this charged sphere. Okay, obviously when this is a charged sphere, if it is positive, the field lines would be going away, so you will have different electric field values at different points. Even if it is negative, the field lines would be coming towards the sphere. Even then you will have the different electric field values at different points. Now at this point, the value of electric field given E is equal to, it's 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per Coulomb. So this is the amount of electric field present at this point. Now what is asked to find? They are asking us to find the net charge on the sphere. Okay, Q has to be found. E is given, and one more important thing, the distance from the center to the point where the electric field is given is also given, which is 20 centimeter, which itself is R, okay, which is 20 shall be written as 0.2 meter. Now, and they are asking us to find the net charge on the sphere. Q is equal to question mark. Now, when it comes to a charged sphere and finding the electric field out of the charged sphere, it is very simple, as similar to a point charge. The expression which we have already derived in the applications of Gauss law, E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R squared, right. Before we go for finding the electric field's magnitude, before we go for finding the magnitude of the charge, electric field is given, we need to find the charge now. Let us have a look at the direction of the electric field at this point. According to the problem, the direction of the electric field is inwards, like this, okay. This is how the field lines are. If I want to complete the diagram, this is how it actually look like. Radially inwards towards the sphere. Now, that means that the charge is negative. That we can decide by using the given data that electric field is inwards. Now, this formula helps us to find the amount of charge, the magnitude of charge. E is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 3, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Q has to be found, R squared, the value of R is 0.2 meter, R squared 0.2 whole squared. Simplify this using your calculator, and the charge that you will be obtaining is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb. Now, this is not the final answer. This is the magnitude of charge that we have obtained. And before you keep the actual charge, whether it is positive or negative, write the consideration since the field lines are radially inwards, or I can say since the field lines are pointing towards the sphere, that is also fine. The charge should be positive or negative? Negative, right. Now, the final answer for the charge Q placed at that point, the final charge distributed over the entire sphere, okay. This is the total charge distributed over the entire sphere, which is minus 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb. Right. This is the amount of charge distributed over the given sphere. Right, now question number 24, page number 47. 6.25 into 10 to the power of 10 electrons are removed from a metal sphere, okay, of radius 10 centimeter. There is a metal sphere of radius 10 centimeter, hardly of this size, and 6.25 into 10 to the power of 10 electrons are removed, okay. Calculate the electric field at a point first at a distance 20 centimeter from the surface of the sphere. Be careful, 20 centimeter from the surface of the sphere. This is the first point where we need to find the electric field. Second, on the surface of the sphere itself, on the surface of the sphere. Third, at a point 7 centimeter from the center. Now, this be the sphere that we have considered. since the electrons are removed from it, obviously it would acquire positive charge. And hence the electric field lines would be radially outwards. Now, first part of the question is asking us to find the electric field at a point, at certain point, okay, which is 20 centimeter from the surface of the sphere. Be careful, from the surface, from here to here it is 20 centimeter, and it is given that the radius of the sphere is 10 centimeter. Now, the actual formula for electric field outside a charged spherical body is very simple, which is as simple as the electric field due to a point charge 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r squared, where q is the total charge on the sphere, r is the distance from center to the point where we are finding the electric field. Now, we don't know what's q, q is not given. What's actually given? Number of electrons removed from the charged from the sphere is given, which is 6.25 into 10 to the power of 10. These many electrons are removed. So, after removing these many electrons, it would get charged to the amount of q is equal to Ne. N is 6.25 into 10 to the power of 10 into E, charge of each electron, charge of one electron, 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So, I am not considering the negative sign, it is only the magnitude. Moreover, the charge accumulated would be positive because we are removing the electron. Finally, we should get positive charge, keep that in mind, because we are removing the electron. Now, 6.25 into 1.6, after simplification the charge would be 10 into 10 to the power of 10 minus 19 minus 9 coulomb. Yeah. This is the amount of charge that this sphere would acquire after removing these many electrons from it. Now, we can work for the electric field now. So, first part of the question, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 9 into 10 to the power of 9 q 10 into 10 to the power of minus 9, which I will simply write it as 10 to the power of minus 8, r squared. What is r for this case? R for the first problem is the distance from the center of the sphere to this point, which is 30 centimeter, right, the total length. So, r is 30 centimeter, which I can take 0.3 squared. Simplify this using your calculator, and hence you will have the electric field value given by 10 cube Newton per coulomb. So, this is the amount of electric field, magnitude of electric field at this point, and the direction of electric field radially outwards, because this is positively charged body. Now, let us look for the second part of the question. In the second part of the question, they are asking us to find the electric field exactly on the surface itself, on the surface, okay, exactly on the surface, which means the distance from center to the surface itself is the radius. So, for the second part of the problem, r becomes 10 centimeter itself, right, because the point is on the center. So, r is 10 centimeter, which is equal to its radius 0.1 meter. Rest everything is same as of the previous part. Write the formula once. E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r squared. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power of 9 q. The total charge is 10 to the power of 8 by r squared, 0.1 whole squared, which can be written as 10 to the power of minus 1 squared. Simplify this. Yeah, it's minus 8. So plus 9 minus 8, which is plus 1, and this comes to the numerator, becomes minus 2 comes to the numerator, becomes plus 2. So you will be left with, you do the simplification steps, okay. Make use of calculator and do it slowly, you will be having plenty of time, okay. So 9 into 10 to the power of 9 minus 8 is 1 plus 2, 3. So this much electric field will be present on the surface of the given metallic sphere. Now look at the third part of the question. The third part of the question is to find the electric field at a point 7 centimeter from the center. So from the center we need to take a point which is at a distance of 7 centimeter. If you go to 10 centimeter, you will reach the surface. So 7 centimeter means it might come somewhere here. This is the point where we need to find the electric field. Now look at this. The electric field inside a charged sphere is always 0. We know that, right? Because there is no charge inside the metal sphere. The metal sphere is hollow and the charge is always accumulated on the surface. What inside, it's empty, nothing. So there will be no electric field inside the metal sphere. You know that, right? Now this point lies inside the metal sphere itself. So at this point the electric field value is 0 Newton per Coulomb. Clear on that? Right. But how to write the answer? You need to write it as follows. Since the given point, okay, this is 7 centimeter, right? That is why it lies inside. Since the given point lies inside the sphere, electric field at this point is 0. Yeah, this is how you should mention the answer, write the answer in a descriptive way. Anyhow, you do not need to put any formula, but this is the way of representing the answer for this kind of problem. Clear on this? Fine. Right, next problem, question number 25. This is very simple problem as compared to the previous one, the same kind of one, but here you have less simplification compared to the last, even less. Question number 25. A spherical conductor of radius 12 centimeter has a charge of 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 Coulomb distributed uniformly on its surface, right? Its uniform distribution. Now the questions start. What is the electric field? The first part, inside the sphere. Second part, just outside the sphere. Just outside means it's close to the surface. C, at a point 18 centimeter from the center of the sphere. So now the given sphere is of radius 18 centimeter. And the amount of charge it has is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7. So it's plus 1.6 itself. Right? Q is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 Coulomb. This much of the charge is distributed uniformly over the surface of the given sphere. Now, first part of the question, the radius is not 18 centimeter, it is 12 centimeter. Radius. Now, the first part of the question, what is the electric field inside the sphere? You need to write in a sentence form. You know that the electric field inside the sphere is always 0, right? So, write it in a sentence form. Electric field inside the sphere is 0 Newton per Coulomb. Okay? So, this is the electric field. Now, B. Let us go for the second part of the question. First is done. Just outside the sphere, which means at a point close to the surface. Just outside means at a point very close to the surface. Now, the given point is very close to the surface. The distance of separation from the center to the point where you need to find the electric field is equal to the radius of the sphere, right? Radius is equal to the distance of separation. So, for the second part, r is equal to 12 centimeter itself, 12 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Then the charge q is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 Coulomb. Now, the simple formula, E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught for sphere, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r squared. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 divided by r is 12 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole squared. Right. Simplify this using the calculator and you will have the electric field E exactly on the surface or close to the surface is 10 to the power of 5 Newton per Coulomb. So, this is the answer for the second part of the question. Then the third part, part C. At a point 18 centimeter from the center of the sphere. So, from the center somewhere here 18 centimeter. So, this is the point where we need to find the electric field now. For the part C, now the only value that changes is r. R is not 12 now, it is 18 centimeter. For the third part, r is equal to 18 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. E, the same formula applies to the third part. E is equal to, once you write the formula, that is always a good habit. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r squared. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Q is here 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 divided by r squared is 12 into, sorry, not 12, here it is 18, part C. Okay. 18 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole squared. Simplify this and hence the final formula is 4.4 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per Coulomb. So, this is the amount of electric field at a point 18 centimeter from the center. Be careful because it is from the center. In the previous problem, it was from the surface itself. If they have given, even in this problem, if they have mentioned like the point is located 18 centimeter from the surface, then you should have considered it from here itself, 18 centimeter from here. So, the r would have become 18 plus 12, which is 30. But here they have directly given that the point is located 18 centimeter from the center of the sphere itself, not from the surface, instead from the center itself. So, this itself is the value of r for the third part.